Yo, today we are going over my newsletter post, Certainty About Your Future, How to Create a Path for Your Future. Now, I read this on December 19th, and I haven't read it since then, so this would be sort of a first read like every other post. So just FYI. Being certain about your future requires things like decisiveness, conviction, and wisdom. It is important to consider where you want to be in the long term. This makes it easier to work towards something of value to you. Where do you start though? You start by looking at what makes you feel fulfilled, what you enjoy, and what you don't enjoy. If you start there, it makes it easier to understand what you want to work towards long term. Yeah, so definitely looking at your values and things that you desire helps you understand what do you want to achieve, and helps you define that certainty for you, that certainty for you, and it's a very essential thing to have. And looking at what you value is a great starting place. Sometimes it is okay to be unsure about where you are heading in life. It's not about knowing all of the things that will happen in your future. Very key thing. You don't need to know everything in order to plan. The point of planning is because you don't know everything, and this helps you understand a bit more than what you already know. However, if you plan strategically and devote time towards building a path for yourself to follow, it makes things easier when you go through rough patches and want to know how to get back on track towards your passion. So yeah, planning is not something that is detrimental to your future, especially if you want to build a path towards your goals. And it will help you understand where potential roadblocks are in your journey, where you should lead, what you should avoid, and it gives you a blueprint to kind of follow and to develop as you grow and as you get closer to your goals. If you start with doing what you like doing, then it will be great to then figure out how to make it good for your health, wealth, knowledge, and or society. So here I define the difference between doing things that are good that you like and things that are good for you and other people. Because there is a line where someone, for example, I could tell you, do what you like doing, do what's good for what makes you feel good. However, doing what makes you feel good doesn't necessarily mean it is good for you and it is good for other people. Because like how I said in the last video, you can be a criminal and say that you like to steal and kill and do all these other things, and that's not good for you or other people. So you need to kind of lead in a positive path, and a path that is righteous. And for me, where my morality comes from is Islam, and that's the blueprint in my life. That's what I follow. That's what draws the line between bad and good. So in that same way, find a blueprint you can follow. And if you're completely confused, you can look into Islam. It's a great place to find that moral sense of that morality. So understand the next step is to kind of refine things and make sure it's going through the right process. Make sure it's beneficial to you and or other people. If it can be beneficial in any of those ways, then you are doing something positive and productive to yourself and or your community. So you've checked that out now. Now you check that next box out. Doing something that you like doing something that's beneficial. It isn't just about doing something you love to do, but something that can have benefit to it, add benefit to others. This stage can either be found this stage can either be quick for you to figure out, or it can take time. But it's better to be thorough and spend time learning the ways this can have some sort of benefit. And it doesn't necessarily need to be something bad or criminal like that you enjoy. It could be something as simple as, for example, art or filming or anything like that. You can twist a way to make it change it to a way that's beneficial to you or to others. So just to clarify on that point. The next step will be building a system where you have targets you can work towards that would benefit your passion and or abilities. So I haven't read the rest, but I'm assuming here is putting your passion that now you've refined to something beneficial, refining it or adding to it by putting a goal system in place. A system that allows you to track, measure, and follow through towards your end goal, your desired passion. This gives you a routine to follow, so you have a feeling of responsibility and a call to action. And this helps me personally because when you have a passion and an interest, and you over 3 months, you have one person who plans a lot and he's very thorough with creating goals, and whereas you have another person who's kind of just winging it and just taking things as they come. The person that plans stuff is more concrete on what he needs to do. He understands more of the process. He is aware of the things that he has to do versus the things he wants to do. And the person B, the other person, things are a bit cloudy. It's a gray area, and you can't really track and monitor as well as person A. This is great for your mentality because you will know that you have things to do and won't feel like you have nothing going for yourself. When you build a space for yourself where you are required to fulfill your duties, this can make you determined and focused. Yeah. So determination and focus will be boost definitely if you start to plan and build a system where you can create an environment that helps you achieve your desired goal and passion. There are many ways to create certainty about your future. The key is to have an honest approach to learning and growing. So you need to be very sincere with yourself and others when you're on your journey for certainty about things in your life. And certainty can really mean, you can divide up intention, conviction, confidence, decisiveness, drive, determination, all of those things I mentioned. Is being sincere and honest with yourself and others will help you so much because it gives room for beneficial critique and real feedback, because you're actually trying to find the best in yourself and the best in others. If you are sincere and want to take action, you will see positive results wherever you put your effort into. So yeah, being honest and sincere with yourself and actually taking action, following the things that you learn along the way, are two great steps to being successful in any venture you go in towards.